that continue. Yes, we're continuing. So your daily habits, what is it? It's actually that little second needle, right? Because even though it's small, it may not seem like a lot, but continuously compounding, adding up, it makes that push to that minute needle. Continuously adding up, that minute needle makes that push to that hour needle. So what am I saying? It just all goes back to your small daily habits, right? You don't have to do a lot. Just be consistent with the little things. Okay. And those daily habits, they can go both ways, right? Whatever it is you're doing, are they good habits, right? And this goes into everything: spending, right? Your time, your food, right? We all talk about $10 a day, right? Those daily habits of that coffee, that Starbucks, it adds up, right? That $10 a day. And then what about, working out, eating better? It might just be one meal, right? But you might think, oh, it's just this outside. But you know what? Those meals, those are calories, they're gonna add up. Those are fat content, it's gonna add up. And it's the same thing when it comes to like work and your discipline. It's just that, those calls, that hour that you should have been making calls, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna be on Instagram or social media. That little time, it adds up. So again, this is reflection time, guys. This is a reflection time of looking at where you are today. Okay. And are you happy with where you are today? And are you doing the things that you're doing? Are they actually moving you forward? Okay. Have you just been showing up, or are you playing a part? Okay. What do I mean by that? I love seeing everybody on this call. I love to, like, as I mentioned earlier, Tuesdays is probably one of my favorite days because of our joint trainings. And I see so many people on here, and I want us to, like, you notice we're beginning to add more people coming up training as trainers, because we want people to show up, participate, right? Playing a part of being a team player, but also being a team player for your own team, meaning your team, your family, right? Are you just showing up, attending the meetings? Because it's one thing for us to show up, attend the meetings, but it's another thing for us to actually play, get on the field and play the part, put it into action. So again, these are a few questions I just want you to ask yourself. Okay, it's a really good time to reflect. We're more than past half the year already. So definitely something that you want to sit down, reflect, and it's not too late. Okay, moving on to the next slide. When it comes down to, there's a lot of things that we can't control, right? Right now, out there in the world, there's so many things that we can't control. But two things that I do know that we can control every single day is, number one, attitude. We can always control how our attitude is. And number two, activity, right? And, this goes back to a question that, I think I was talking to Adrian out there in Michigan. I think it was a few weeks ago. And she says, Kim, you know what? Every time it comes to month end, what is it that we need to do? What can we control? What is it that we need to do to actually do that push? Is there any special words that we can say that can actually help push that client towards maybe joining the business, or, getting an application to help them? I'm like, Adrian, I love that question, and that's a great question. But at the end of the day, we can't control what other people do. We can't control what other people say, other people do. What can we control, right? We can control what we do. And that ties into our attitude of how we look at where we are. Our attitude is, it doesn't matter. Maybe there's only a few, 7 days left. My attitude is, I'm going to get it done. The second thing is activity. I told her, Adrian, we can't control how many people are going to join, but what we can control is how many people we're going to call, how many people I'm going to reach out to, how many people I'm going to share what we do. And by doubling up on that activity, that automatically doubles up on my chances of actually getting a result. Because at the end of the day, we're in a numbers game, right? Ed Milet says it, we're in a numbers game. So again, we can't control what people do, but we can control what we do, how much activity we do. Okay, so pretty much, again, attitude and activity. Those are the two A's that you can control. And I love what it says, high energy equals high activity, right? When you have high energy, energetic, on the go, you're gonna get higher activity. And when you get higher activity, what does that mean? It means higher results, which equals higher income. So why do they always say high energy equals high income? And that's why I'm always on high energy, because hey, I'm out there, I'm ready to go, right? So again, I want you to ask yourselves on these two things, your attitude and your activity. Reflection time. How would you rate yourself? right? What is your attitude like towards not just the business, but in everything that you put your mind to it? What's your attitude? Is it, you know what, I might be able to get it done. Or is it, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to make it happen, right? So that's another question for you. Moving on to the next slide. Or did I go too fast? No, I didn't. Here we go. So when it comes down again to activity, one of the things, I mean, it says up here, get a new recruit, right? But what is a new recruit? It's not about getting a new recruit just to get a new recruit. It's what does that new recruit actually mean to your business, right? It's more so what does that new recruit do to your business? I know when you get a new business partner, it says recruit, but you're getting a new business partner. And I love looking at it as like, for example, let's use Starbucks since we love talking about Starbucks. When I'm getting a new business partner, I just opened up a new location, right? So what does that mean? Number one, I'm getting more new references, right? I've just opened my new location up. I've just opened up to another new market of business, of clientele that want coffee, right? That means for you, you've just opened up for new references that you have access to, right? That means those new references, you've just opened up another market where they need more field training, right? What is that? Activity, right? That means you've just opened up another need for new people to work with, right? So that's another new recruit. You've just opened up need for more movement, right? You've just opened up another more movement in the team. Sorry. Okay. You've just opened up when there's new people, everyone on that call with Aaron right now, in that room with Aaron right now, they're looking for growth right now. They want to know, right? The reason we have them with Aaron is because they want to know, everybody that jumps on board as a new business partner, they ask me, well, Kim, how do I get to the next, contract level? What do I need to do? What does that mean? They need more growth, right? They're looking for more growth. They're looking for more growth in themselves. They're looking for more growth in their business. So that's why every time we get a new business partner, a new teammate, new recruit, that's more growth. Also, more energy. You notice everybody new that comes in, they're excited. They're like, let's go. I got this. I want to make that change. I want to change my life. I want to change more people's lives, right? And also everybody that's new that come in, I call them fresh blood. Why do I call them fresh blood? Because they're like hungry. They're coachable. They want this, right? So that's why sometimes, we want to get new people in, so that a new business partner means more coachable people that want to be coached, that want to be helped, right? And what does that also mean? That leads to more licenses. Automatically, more licenses. That basically means more licensed agents out in the field. That means more points for your team. And that also means more net recruits for your team, right? So ultimately, what does that mean? Getting new business partners means getting a higher income. Okay, so that's the power of a new recruit. It's not getting a recruit just to recruit. We're here to build. Everybody in this room together in this training right here, you've been with us, you've been with us already for some time. It's time for you to grow, right? It's time for you to grow in the business. Okay, so then this is where we talk about, Johnny always talks about going wide and going deep, right? What does he mean by that? At first when I came into the business, I really didn't understand what he was talking about. All I knew was, okay, Kim, go, recruit. Yes, great. Go to recruit. I'm going wide. Absolutely. We definitely want to go wide. But the problem for me is I'd go wide, but then I didn't really understand about going deep. I didn't build them. I was just recruiting them, and I wasn't building them. And with that being said, I'm not building them, that's where there was no depth. And I love what, Raja Dhaliwal says, the deeper the root, the sweeter the fruit. Right? So that's where I learned that, it's not just, it's pointless for me to bring people on and then not take time to water them, water them and grow them, put sun, and what is that thing that they put in the ground? What is it called?
Miracle Grow.
Fertilizer.
Miracle Grow. Is it filter or what is that thing?
Soil.
They put it in the soil. What?
Fertilizer.
That's it. Yeah. So Scott was right. Miracle Grow. He said Miracle Grow. Anyways, but that's what we're talking about. Going deep. That's your Miracle Grow right there. I've just learned a new thing right there. Miracle Grow, right? You go wide and you throw that Miracle Grow on them. Get them to grow, right? Because again, at the end of the day, you can. It's not to say you can't make money on your own, right? Yes, you can make $100,000 by being the best-selling agent, but you cannot build a big base shop on your own. You need a team. You need a team. And so that's why, when I'm talking about, reflecting on yourselves right now, is because I'm seeing so many people on this call. I mean, I think we've been doing this for months now together, right? We've been doing this for months now together. And I'm sure all of you, you're pretty much at the point where, you know what? Yes, we like you, Kim, but we like you, we love you, Aaron. But you know what? We want to be learning from others too. And what does that mean? We want you guys to be stepping up and to becoming these leaders, right? That also are going to be helping others grow, right? So that's what I want us to reflect. I love, I know I might have gone off a little off track of what Chantel had put this together for, but you know what? I am going through some reflection time myself. And so this is where, I'm projecting this onto all of you because I see us all here, and every time I want to see us all growing. I love seeing that we're getting all these licensed agents coming from our teams right now. When it comes to like Monday All Agents meeting, I want to see everybody from your team. I want to see those posters up there, right? So that's why we talk about, going wide. But right now, yes, going wide is one thing. Let's go deep, guys. Let's build. Okay. So when we talk about going wide and deep, yes, go wide, at least 4 wide, at least. And we talk about 4 wide. I'm not talking about 4 that just you recruited and that's it. No, 4 wide that are actually in the business on these Zoom calls, learning, progressing, developing. That's 4 wide, actually getting their license, right? But not only going 4 wide, put that miracle grow, like Scott said, put that miracle grow on them so they can go deep, right? So we can build those roots. And I know I said this at the 20 percenters. It's so true because right now, what are those roots? When you have a little tree, okay, and then if the wind blows, even just a breeze blows, right? If they don't have no roots, that little tree, that little thing that's just growing out of the ground, it's going to get blown away. But if those roots are already digging deep down, right? What happens when that wind, that breeze comes? That little plant ain't going nowhere. And that's where we talk about, the importance of going deep, right? And that's where we talk about, 117, right? So that's why it's one thing going wide. Yes, go wide, not just a recruit that you recruited to recruit. No, go wide, get them in on the fast start them, get them in on the base shop meetings, get them in, get a license, get them a new business partner to go deep. So that's going wide because wide equals wealth. Yes, going wide, you're going to get wealth. You guys will have wealth from going wide, but it's going deep, right? That you'll have the stability and longevity in this business. And I know all of us on here today, we're not here just for like, a short term. I know every single person that bring on board, I see them as, my lifetime family members. Because I know to me, this is life for me. So everybody that I bring on board, to me, it's like, you know what? You're my extended family right now. So for me, it's all about, going wide, going deep, having that wealth, but also having that stability so that you can stay in the business for that longevity of the business. And even today, I was just texting back and forth with Johnny. I say, Johnny, you know what? I love seeing so many people growing. And I see that we're going to be having a wave of SMDs coming up soon. I see that coming. We need to have structure. We need to have some kind of structure in place so we can have that stability for these SMDs to train off of. Because why? We're looking at longevity. We don't just want people to hit SMD and then that's it. No, we're looking for the long term of this. So I know at the end of the day, we're here to build, to make money. And why? And of course, as I mentioned earlier, you can make money just being a sales agent. But why am I talking about building? Because it's in the building that's where big income comes in. It's in the building phase where you have secure income, and it's with the building that you have passive income. So I use Starbucks as an example. Yes, I could have one Starbucks location, but why would I stop there? Right? Why would I want to stop there when I can have multiple locations where I'm building income in multiple locations, and that it doesn't matter even when I've closed down my Starbucks location here, all my other Starbucks locations are still continuously operating. What is that? That's my secure income and that's my passive income. So that's, I believe, is my time, right? I know I've gone over a little bit, but again, I just want you guys to, I don't want this, I know, because training all day, we can train you on how to do this, how to make phone calls, how to like, do an appointment, how to do like, recruiting appointment, how to do, closing an app appointment. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's up to us, right? We all came into this business for a reason. There's something that we wanted to improve. There's something that we were not happy about. There's something that we just were not comfortable with. Okay, so don't just step halfway. You've already stepped 1 foot in. Guys, just pull the other foot in and just make it happen and get to the next level. So everyone on this call, in this room right now, I'm getting all the names. I'm actually gonna ask Shantel and Aaron, everyone in my base shop too. I'm gonna write down where we are today. And I want to reflect in the next few months, right? Just to see how much you've progressed, because that's going to show me if you really put a plan into place. If you really decided, you know what, I've reflected myself, those habits, those things that are working, that are not working, you know what, I'm actually going to put something in place, and I actually want to be at a different level, or at least progressing towards that level, towards that goal in the next 3-4 months. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. That was my time. I'm going to hand it back to you, Shantel. You're probably thinking, Kim, hand it over.
No, you can do the presentation all you want. You can take over right now. Awesome. Let me stop your sharing real quick so I can go right ahead. But before I do, I want to say thank you all for showing up today, right? You got to show up for your business, because your business is not going to just show up for you, fall on your lap, like I love to say. But I'm going to give a brief introduction real quick for the sake of our time, because we still have some spicy details towards the end of the night. It's a little surprise for someone. But for those who don't know me, my name is Shantel Sanchez. I was born in the Dominican Republic, but I was raised here in the Bronx with my family. And I was introduced to WFG very, very early on in my college life, I would like to say, where it helped me make the decision to not pursue what I had actually wanted to pursue in the criminal justice system. However, my goal has always been to help individuals. I wanted to help my community, Latino, our colored folks as well, because you know what? The reality is that we're not educated. And there's not a lot of people that are coming to our communities and saying, hey, do you know how this works? Hey, do you want to even learn how this works, right? So I and the rest of you guys, I know for sure, because otherwise you wouldn't be here to begin with. We all have that same goal, and this helped me solidify my decision very early on. However, what I want to talk about today is the mindset that helped me also stay in business, because one thing is to do business. The other thing is to actually stay in business, stay committed, stay consistent, and consistently work on yourself, right? Because everything starts in the mind, right? You tell yourself something in your mind and your body is going to follow. If you are too scared to move forward, you will not move forward, point blank, period, okay? So today we are going to talk about some extra keys to winning. Let me share my screen. Please confirm that you guys are able to see. Can I get a thumbs up, please? Awesome, perfect. Let me shift this right here. Okay, so some keys to winning. I'm gonna run through this rather quickly for the sake of time, and let's begin. All right, number one, do you have a make it happen mentality, right? Or do you make excuses? That's a big deal, because things can get very hard in business. Things show up, our events, the family wants to see us. But my question to you is, how committed to winning are you? And let me give you guys a very sad but empowering story. I remember, I think 2 years ago, when I used to be in Miss Fredo Barber's team. She's the Wolf of Wall Street. Let me tell you, that woman's amazing. But I had a new business partner, and he was just so committed in the beginning. He said, you know what, I'm going to just give this my all. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Unfortunately, one of those nights that we had a BPM, one of his bestest friends had actually, there's no other way for me to put this, but he got shot, was in the hospital. And if I'm not mistaken, he passed away. A real friend would have been, not a real friend, but I would have been by his side that whole time. However, he was so committed to his business. He was committing to showing up. He was committed to having a make it happen mentality, that he made sure to pop up to that BPM, ready to present, ready to show face, and ready to commit. That's a big deal. I personally don't even know if I will have the heart to do that, right? But that's a very big deal. So I want you to ask yourself, do you have a make it happen mentality, right? Are you preparing to travel, right? Because outside is going to open at some point, right? We're going to have more Las Vegas trips. We're going to have more Destiny type of trips, right? Are you putting actual funds aside to make sure that you make it there, right? Are you making sure that you're actually pushing to qualify? Or are you just waiting for the time to fall on your lap? Are you waiting to be like Miss Stubbs over here and hit your 50K? Are you waiting to hit 100K? Right? Are you just waiting and waiting and waiting? What are you doing? Right? That's a big difference. Patience is key, but action is going to get you there even faster. Okay, so I want you to ask yourself, how bad do you really want to win? And is your business an actual priority, or is going out a priority? Right? Is hanging out with your friends a super priority? Right? We like to say yes to everything because we don't want to disappoint. Right? What is your actual priority to you? Also, take ownership of your business. Are you still waiting for your mentor? Are you still waiting for Kim to call Transamerica for you? Right? Are you still waiting for Melanie to, make a tracker list for you? Right? Are you still waiting for Kim and Scott to tell you eat better? Right? Are you still waiting for your mentors to actually make certain decisions for you? Or are you taking ownership of your business? Right? Are you calling those product providers? Are you actually tracking all the apps? Are you tracking all the recruits that you have gotten through the month or even through the year? Right? Are you actually going to Team Tamashi, My WFG? Are you using Google University to research your business, research financial concepts? There's so many resources out there, but are you still waiting for somebody to actually do it for you? Right? Number 3, do you have a business building mentality? When you're with your friends, what are you talking about? Instagram? Right? You still talking about World Star Hip Hop? You still talking about twerking? Hello, we're here to build big. I don't care who fell off the table yesterday. I'm trying to build a big business. I'm trying to build a monster base shop. Are you kidding me? When I speak to someone, I don't like to push my business onto them, but if they ask, I'm telling you what I do. I'm building an agency. I'm trying to build an empire. Forget your job, and no disrespect to everybody that's working. I personally don't like to work. I get depressed, okay? But I like being here in WFG. It makes me really happy. I like to have the freedom of choice. I like to go to Manhattan and hang out with Aaron at a hotel for like 2 days for no reason, just because we feel like it. I love doing that. I love being free, right? That's something that WFG gives you. Hello, your team right now, as far as the West Side, they're in Mexico right now. Are you kidding me? They just went to Las Vegas. You think that your boss will let you do that? You will get fired. Probably even the first time you asked. WFG is a big deal, right? So let me ask you, how bad do you really want to win? How bad do you want to build? Because you can sell all day, all you want. That's great. 100K at least. But are you ready to become the next Eric Olson? Are you ready to become the next Jonathan Marion? That didn't happen by just selling a couple Everest here and there. That happened by building big, right? Also, daily reflection, like Kim said, even right now, she was still reflecting. Are you setting up appointments with yourself? Are you talking to yourself? You're saying, hey, Katrina, I need to do this, that, and the third, right? Are you saying, hey, Adam, I need to go make more calls. I need to go sit down and see who I haven't called yet. I need to go prospect, or I need to go read. I don't know, whatever it is you need to do to go build yourself. Also, are you starting to become aware of your strengths the more and more that you are here, right? One of my strengths is creating presentations. I love bringing my art. I love bringing my creativity to life. And now this is what I do all day, majority of the time, right? But are you actually using your strengths to your best potential? See, we focus too much on our weaknesses. Forget that. They're going to remain weaknesses for a while. So your job is to actually keep on working on your strengths. That's something you already know how to do, right? So if you are strong at something, take it from a level 6 to a level 10, because something that you're weak at or not so great at, it's going to take a long time to take it from a level 3 to a level 7, right? So make sure that you keep on working on yourself every single day and actually take time out of your day to reflect. Take time out of your day to strategize. Take some time out of your day to game plan. Listen, I spend a lot of time on Instagram, unfortunately, because I have to, right? Because I have a few businesses that are online. But that also means that that same amount of time that I'm marketing, I can also give that same amount of time to myself to write something down and say, hey, this is what we need to work on. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I want to do. This is my vision, right? We spend a lot of time on social media watching people fall off of crates, right? Okay, I see that's the new trend right now. Hope all of you guys are insured. Make sure all of our homies are insured before you break your neck, right? So make sure that you are taking the time out of your day, at least 10 minutes before you go to bed, when you wake up, whatever the case may be, and actually be prepared to seize the day. Number 5, personal development. What are you indulging in? Are you listening to podcasts, right? Are you watching educational videos and films? Any books? Are you actually seeking mentorship, right? Or are you just taking in all the negativity? Shoot, I go on Instagram, on Facebook, and I'm watching people die every single day. And we've become numb to that. That is scary. I can't even watch those things anymore because it doesn't make sense. Somebody shouldn't even be exposed to those things to begin with, right? Or are you just comfortable watching violence all day? Are you comfortable being around your scary friends, right? Your friends that are too scared to take a risk, right? Too scared to say yes to you because they don't know what you're doing now and this is new and all this other stuff, right? Are you still around those friends that are too lazy to even get up and wash their ass at some point in their day, right? Too many friends that are too inconsistent, can't even support you, right? Can't even show up for you. Too many friends that are too broke to freaking pay attention. I had a lot of those friends. They're not my friends anymore. Because if we're not going in the same direction, guess what we're doing? We are separating, honey. I'm sorry. And that doesn't mean that they are less than me, but that's going to take my focus away from what I want to do. Okay? And guess what? A lot of these 7-figure earners, they love to talk about the 5 F's. Faith, right? You have to believe in something, even if it's just yourself. I'm not talking about believing in rocks over here. You have to believe in something, right? Family. Family is important. Whether the family is your friends or your family is your dog, whatever that means to you, right? But we all need some type of love and affection in our lives. Finance. Okay, are you budgeting yourself, or every single time you get a commission, you're cashing that out? You're never gonna go on trips. You're never gonna get that car. You're never gonna get that house if you keep spending your money. I'm just gonna be super real with everyone tonight. It's never gonna happen, right? Every time I come into some income, I try to take care of my debt. I put that into Betterment. Let Betterment go invest for me, right? That's the better way. But listen, what are we doing here? You can't be the broke financial professional. You can't teach everyone about saving money and investing money if all you're doing is buying $350 bottles that are actually $70 outside of the club, right? You have to actually follow the same things that you are teaching everyone. Also, have some fun. We get in a lot of meetings all day. That's great. But also take time to enjoy life. Right? It's okay to go to the park every now and then. It's okay to go listen to music. It's okay to not listen to, Greg Cap or whatever the case may be. It's okay. But just make sure that you're still also coming back, right? And also fitness. Are you working out? Listen, let me tell you, we are on Zoom all day, every day for a long period of time. You have to get up. Your back is going to be in a freaking problem later on. You have to get up. Right? Some of the girls on here know that I recently started a challenge with Michelle, 30 days, right? And it's not about, looking nice, even though it is, but it's about consistency, right? Am I actually keeping the promises that I made to myself? Because I can say, I want to work out all I want. Listen, I have a membership to Planet Fitness, is down the block for me, and I still don't go. But now I'm holding myself accountable. I'm making sure the other girls are moving with me, right? I'm posting it on social media so other people can see, probably get inspired, but I'm still moving. I'm doing something, because if not, it's not going to look too well for me. However, I want to add 2 F's. Failing forward. A lot of us are very, 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 very scared to fail. I was the same way, but I love failing. Right? Because just because you fail doesn't mean that's it for you. That just means that you learned something new. You learned another way not to do that, right? But now you're closer to figure out what you need to do to win. If you turn this corner and that's wrong, now you know that you should have made it right? So make sure that you always fail forward. Number 6, What are you willing to invest, not sacrifice, okay, towards your success? Is it time off social media, right? If you're not prospecting, marketing, or broadcasting what you're doing, right? Like if I were you, I would record this right now. Training happening, whatever, right? Market yourself, market your business, because your friends, if they don't know what you're doing, they're never going to know what you're doing. And it's going to come to them like a surprise. And they're going to be very confused. I just saw you having fun outside and dancing for the past 6 months. Since when were you serious and in business? Very confused, right? We don't want to surprise nobody. We want to be in everybody's faces. We want to let them know what we are actually doing right now. Also, are you actually down to fund your business, right? Do you have a Zoom account, right? Because that 40-minute little check thing that comes up is very embarrassing. I hated when that used to happen to me. So are you paying for the exclusive Zoom, right? Are you making sure that you are getting into Canva, right? Learning how to actually market yourself. Do you have DocuSign if needed, right? Do you have Spotify if you're running your calls like we are, right? You investing into the WG platform. Let me tell you, I find something new every single day, every time I go into the WG platform. And it is amazing. A lot of people don't have it like us. And I've seen too many presentations. A lot of people do not have as many resources as we have, right? Also, number 7, accountability. Who are you holding yourself accountable to? Are you talking to your mentors all day, right? Are you talking to your peers all day? Are you letting them know, hey, I just got a prospect. Hey, I just spoke to my aunt. Hey, I just spoke to my mom, right? Because let me tell you something. It is very easy to break a commitment. It is very easy to break a promise that you made to yourself if nobody knows about it. If you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to get 10 numbers today, but nobody knows about it and you only got 1, that's fine. Nobody's going to put you in check. Nobody's going to say work harder, right? So are you actually holding yourself accountable and telling your mentor, right? Telling your friends, telling your peers, hey, this is what I'm doing. Do you want to do it with me? And make sure that I get it done, right? Very, very important. Also, it's important to have, whether an accountability partner or just some sort of person that's giving you advice in life and in business, right? You want to know if you're going into the right direction. And majority of the time, the person who is your mentor is going to lead you in the right direction. So you want to make sure that you're having these type of conversations, because although you are in business for yourself, you're not in business by yourself. You have people that love you. You have people that wish the best for you. And you have people that are here to make sure that you win. And you might even see and notice that sometimes we might want you to win more than you even want yourself to win, right? We want to push you. We want to make sure that you succeed. Also, are you having constant communication with your leaders, with your mentors, with your upline? Yes, we are also responsible for contacting you, but are you also asking for advice? Are you also asking for help? Or are you just waiting once again for your business to actually fall in your lap and now boom, you have 50K, 100K, 1 million, right? Real leaders reach out to their mentor. Real leaders reach out and ask for advice. And if I don't know that you need help, if Kim doesn't know, if my lazy doesn't know, if Melanie doesn't know that you need help, how can we actually help you, right? Also, number 8, went too fast. Alignment and coachability. Ask yourself, do you move with massive action when your coach gives direction? Or are you still wondering if it's the right thing to do? Right? Are you a do-it-first leader? Are you actually going out and helping before your mentor tells you to go do so? Or are you still waiting for directions, right? We want to be independent. We want to be business owners. So why don't we start doing things before our mentor even tells us to do it? Also, are you even following the system to begin with? Or are you trying to reinvent the wheel? Let me tell you guys something. The reason why McDonald's has been so successful for so many years is because they have a system. You cannot flip that burger the wrong way. Okay, you have to go to school for it. You have to make sure that the fries taste the same, right? You have to make sure that the pickles are made the same. You have to be perfect. And you know what? I admire McDonald's so much because once upon a time I went to Wendy's and they put sugar on my fries instead of salt, and I was very upset. Okay, So make sure that you keep following the system. Also, once again, do you have a meeting mentality? Are you making sure that you show up to almost every event, convention, seminar, gathering, meeting, whatever the case may be? A lot of times we can get confused, we can get lost, and all you had to do was actually show up, right? Another thing, are you a spectator or are you a team player? Are you putting in the motivational, messages in the chats? Are you pumping everybody up? Or are you just staying silent, right? Because we love to also feed off of that. We also want to make sure that everybody understands, like, we're actually having a good time. We're not just getting yelled at over here, right? Also, once again, are you asking for advice? Are you asking for that direction, right? Are you getting your field training? One thing for sure that a lot of people struggle in, or a lot of people complain about that I like to mention, is like, I don't know. I haven't got enough training. Nobody taught me. Set up an appointment and make it happen. You create your own trainings, right? Call your mom. Say, hey, mom, can I practice in front of you? Can my mentor tell you what's going on? Can I tell you what I've been doing for the past 3 weeks? It's not going to happen if you don't pick up the phone. I know it can get a little heavy sometimes, but are you actually making sure that your business is happening for you? Or once again, are we still waiting? Number 9, do you have crystal clear goals? Right? My question to you is, what are you actually working towards? See, Melanie, she said, I'm going to get my 50K ASAP by now and then. And guess what happened? She did it, right? We were on a special call exclusive to us leaders. And she said, this is what's going to happen on this day. And guess what happened? This is what happened on this day. She hit her milestone, her stepping stone, right? Now she's on her way to 100K. Set those goals, because otherwise, what direction are you actually headed to? And my question to you is, where do you see yourself in the next 12 months? Right? What's your cash flow looking like? By when do you want to hit your 50K watch? By when do you want to hit your 100K goal, right? Also, points in production. Are you even tracking that to begin with, right? If I want to hit 10K by the end of the month, how much do I have in the system? How much do I have in the pipeline? Another thing, new business partners. How many families do you want to help? How many people do you want to extend this opportunity to, right? Also, how many people do you want to promote? How many people do you want to help make money? That is the sexiest thing you could do. Forget going to the gym. Helping others make money is beautiful. Also, how many families do you want to help? There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. People falling off the crates, right? This unfortunate situation that we've been dealing with for the past year, right? We're seeing people drop, unfortunately. My question to you is, how many of those hard conversations do you want to have? Because they have to be had. See, I try to, talk to my father every now and then. He doesn't want to have that conversation. So I'm gonna have to take ownership of my own future, right? And get an Everest for him on my own time. But my question to you is, how many people do you sincerely want to help? If that is even your goal. If you want to make money, that's fine, whatever. Do your thing. But you still have to make money by helping families. That is the only way we get paid here. So how many families do you really want to help? How many families do you want to make sure that they don't go into debt when their father or mother or sister, brother passes, right? How much generational wealth do you want to help transfer? How many kids do you want to help go to school? How many cars do you want these parents to buy? How many houses do you want these parents to buy for the children or themselves, right? How many of these babies do you want to make millionaires? You kidding me? Once I find out that Aaron and I are going to start making babies, I'm getting like 3. I'm totally joking. But man, what are you really working towards? Right? Because as we all know, the only way for us to win is by helping others win as well. And number 10, know your why and enjoy the journey. Right? This is one big lesson that I learned when I was in, if I'm not mistaken, San Jose in April on the side of a mountain holding on to plans for my dear life because, you know, we were hanging out with Rich Dolly and some other veterans. And I kept telling myself, enjoy the journey because this will be gone very, very soon. I am scared. I don't know what's going on, but you have to focus and enjoy the journey. Now, my why was living, making it through and seeing the end of the mountain, right? But I made sure that I enjoyed everything that was going on. See, we want to make it to 1.4 million, just like Jonathan does, right? We want to make it to 8 million, just like Eric Olson has, right? But trust me, the one thing that they remember for sure is the journey, the things that they did to make sure that they hit their goal, right? Your why is going to drive you when things get hard, but your journey is going to remind you to keep going all the time. And planning ahead is important, but make sure that you are actually enjoying the process. And if not mistaken, that is, so to leave everyone off with this, one nice quote from Tom Brady is, I didn't come this far to only come this far. So we've still got further to go. I don't know what that means to you, but make sure that you guys never quit on yourselves because you still have a long, beautiful way to go. And with that being said, I'm gonna pass it off to either Kim or Aaron, whichever one of you guys want to jump in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. My time here is done.
All right, Kim, go for it. You got a special announcement, huh, Kim?
Yes, I do. I have to turn off over there. Mel, if you can help me with that. Yes. Okay. Awesome. I'm just gonna disconnect from that audio. I am over here now. Got it? All right, yes. So thank you so much for that training, Shantel. I love, as I mentioned earlier, we train all the time when it comes to the how-tos, but like they said, your body won't go where your mind won't take you, right? So that's where we have to start up here first with the mindset. And I know she also had mentioned earlier about, those goals, chasing those goals, whatever it is that you had in mind. And one of the things that, I am so excited about is because, I actually have been working alongside very closely with the person I'm about to bring up. We've become like family, I'm actually her business mom. She calls me her business mom. But she actually, she hit a major milestone today. She actually hit her cash flow goal of $50,000. So she earned her watch today. So let's give it up for Melanie Stubbs earning her $50,000 watch, guys. So before I actually bring her up, I just want to let you know, wow, has she grown so much? When we talk about mindset, it's so now I'm reflecting back now on also mindset. The time that I met, the person I met her as, and the person that she is today, oh my gosh, it is night and day. And it's just like these moments like this, I know it's just like a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone towards greater things that are to come. And it just goes to show that, for me, it shows that, once you've and I think I had mentioned this earlier too, once you've hit that first 50,000, oh, then, okay, I got 50,000. Now I can make the next 50,000 and so on and so on and so on. And so I know today it's about her. It's her special day. I'm so excited that I actually get to celebrate with her in person. We are actually out here in Mexico, guys, celebrating. And so with that being said, I'm going to actually hand it over to Mel, my business daughter. The Zoom stage is yours, Mel. Let's give it to Mel to close out the evening.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Kim. Today is exciting. And it's so funny. We were having lunch today and I was sitting there at lunch and I guess I had been excited about it since Friday, but I remember being at lunch with Kim, Scott, Melody, and telling them I asked Kim, I said, well, do you remember how you felt when you hit your 50K watch, right? And she goes, well, I did it part-time, so it just made the business real for me. And my feeling at that moment was, this is awesome, but it doesn't feel as great as I thought it would feel. Not that 50K isn't amazing, but Kim pointed something out to me. Our vision has been stretched way beyond 50K, right? 50K is just a stepping stone to all the goals that we want to achieve within World Financial Group and just for ourselves and our family. I am excited though, you know, it finally happened. I've been flirting with it for a couple months now, since May. So now we're in a committed relationship because it's not going anywhere. But you know what? Just like Shantel was talking about, the one thing that stood out to me was, you know, what are you willing to invest in your business? Not what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to invest? And really, it was just a decision. And with flirting with it for the last couple of months, this month was just, okay, we need to hit S&D, right? We need to hit our 50K watch. So we're still pushing. There's still 7 days left for S&D. All we need is points and our marketing director, and it's done, right? If we could push out the watch, last month, I was at 42,500. So I needed 7,500 this month. At the beginning of the month, sometimes it didn't, you know, it doesn't seem possible. I was like, you know what, how am I going to do this? But in the middle of the month, it just happened. And what did it come from? It came from planting seeds. I got a referral from one of my clients in Washington, right? The last day for long-term care. I followed up with Washington people. And my client said, I have a couple that's looking to get insurance. They want the long-term care before the day is out. So I met with them that Monday and closed about $1,600 in premium, right? And they first advanced it. They wanted that conditional coverage. So that pretty much helped to wrap up my watch Friday to today. I was $252 short on Friday. So there was no way I wasn't hitting it by Tuesday, right? So just continue to keep planting seeds. Just continue to keep following up. Even follow up with the clients that you already have for referrals, right? That couple was a referral, $1,600 premium referral. How many of you guys would want a referral that's $1,600 in premium? I definitely didn't see that coming. But like Kim said, it came from putting in that work over time, but it also came from changing my mentality from the day I started the business. The person that Mel was in January 2019 to the person that Mel is in August 2021 is completely different, right? And not only was I flirting with 50K, we've been building our team. And this is a shout out to everyone in my team, right? It's not just me. This is Melody. This is Julia. This is Adrian, Maylani, Deanna, right? Everyone. It's a lot of you, so I can't name everyone, but I love all of you for trusting me to help you build this business and for trusting me to help you make more income, right? So anything is possible. Plant the seeds, but also it wasn't just personal. And I know Kim was training on this in our room. She said, of course you can make $100,000 as a personally producing agent, but we want to build a big base shop and build a business. So this wasn't all me personal. This is from helping a lot of my teammates, right? As well as personal. It's a little bit of both. And with that being said, we're building a big base shop to the point where 50K happened in August. Today, I'm declaring to everyone on this Zoom 100K by December. So that's what that's leading up to, right? Building that 10 and 30K base shop for SMD. And even more than that, because the bonuses kick in. I can't wait to get those bonuses, right? But how many of you want those bonuses? How many of you want to be an SMD so you can pass this business down to your kids? I met with a new teammate. Her name is Jewel, right? She's on here tonight. She's got a 3-year-old daughter. And one of her goals is she says she wants to build a business so she can leave it to her 3-year-old daughter, right? And break generational curses and, you know, the things that have been passed down. We pass down debt, but we don't pass down wealth. So this is just the first stepping stone to do that. And I can't wait to see so many of you also cross your 50K watch and then go straight to 100K. So let's just keep putting in work, right? The end of 2021 is going to determine your 2022. And I tell you what, I'm coming for $250,000 in 2022. You better believe it. I'm going to went from 100K to 300K. That'll be Mel Stubbs next year. So thank you guys for letting me speak and, you know, sharing the excitement, but also the stepping stone. But I can't wait for so many of you to go through and feel what I'm feeling right now. And I also got one more big, huge announcement. Kim said that I can announce it, so I'm excited about that. But our team is calling a blitz, right? East Coast, West Coast blitz. We got 7 days left. Remember, push through August because that's also going to set up your September. So blitz For the last 7 days, we're going to have a special guest speaker for everyone who qualifies. How do we qualify? We need to get one result in the next 7 days. One result is either one new recruit or one app submitted, right? Not just the intake form. We want that app submitted into the system. So one recruit, one app, and that's going to qualify you for a special guest speaker, right? Just like Shantel was saying, you want to qualify to get into these little meetings, right? How do we build our business? Get into the little meetings so you get those key pieces of knowledge that take you to the next level. So how many of us are going to qualify? Put it in the chat if you're going to qualify. Thank you to everyone that's saying congratulations. Since I'm talking, I can't type. But I want to see every single one of us in there. There's no reason why 7 days we all can't do 107 or 017 or 117. Double it. All that's doing is helping you and your business. So let's all qualify. Let's all get there. So I'm excited. Let's push it out for these last 7 days, right? I'm going to say this, my August this month, I'll probably finish up maybe close to 10. Next month is all those 60%, right? So plant those seeds, put those applications in. It may not be this month that hits big. It might be the next month. And then just keep building from there. That's how I'm going to 100K. So thank you guys. Happy Tuesday. Let's do this. Let's close out the month. I'm going to pass it back to our amazing East and West Coast SMDs, Kim and Aaron.
All right, Kim, man, congratulations, Mel. So excited for you guys, excited for your team. Excited for excited for Kim's team, excited for Mel's team. And Mel's going to be a senior marketing director in no time. And we're going to have 3 senior marketing directors on this call. And then Malaysia will be the next one. We're going to have 4 SMDs on this call. Super excited for that. Man, milestones are being hit. We have an amazing blitz to close out the rest of the month of August with, walking into September with a tremendous momentum. This was an incredible meeting. I love the split trainings. I love the fact that we're training people at their particular level. I had a blast training everybody in a separate room. And I'm just excited. Let's close out the month of August very, very strongly. Let's stay very connected, close, communicative, and just really putting yourself in a position to, if you put up a donut this month so far, don't allow the next 6-7 days to continue to stay at a donut in your business. You don't want to be bankrupt in your business. You want to make profit. So use these next 6 to 7 days to close out really, really strong. Lock arms with your trainer, do massive appointments, invite people to tomorrow's financial literacy class, compress the time frames, and let's make it happen. Kim, I don't know if you have anything else you want to share.
Aaron, that was amazing. No, thank you again. Again, I just want to reiterate, just piggyback off. I love, these split trainings because I love, feeding people the food at feeding people food at their level, what they needed. And so it's amazing. I love seeing all these milestones being hit. Let's go, guys. We've got 7 days. A lot can happen in 7 days, guys. So let's go out there. And like Aaron likes to say, end of the meeting. What do, Aaron?
Win.
Let's go. Win, 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 win.
Win, win, win.
Crazy.
You want to win?
Hey, Marie.
I'm like, why can't tell fighting her coat? It's so weird.
Not my coat. Lilo, come here. They think you're a coat. You're not for sale, sir. Come here. Say hello to the next $1 million earners.
$1 million doggy.
Absolutely. Thank you much. Thank you so much, you guys. Great night.